everybody. We live.
Let's get back to basics. To my brothers, you ain't even gotta say shit. I mean, this shit forever, bitch. I'm full like I'm in Cambridge. Legend in my city, and I still feel underrated. Let's get back to basics. Burn a candle for my niggas, turn the pain to motivation. Never trust a hoe, I think love is overrated. Hard work needs dedication. Look, mama, I made it. Used to tell me just be patient. Let's get back to basics. Writing all these verses, I've been filling up these pages. Losing my mind 12 hours on that day shift. I like my bitches, bougie and high maintenance. Walk inside the spots, my chain swinging, game changing. B12, I'm lane changing. Racks inside the middle while mid playing.
R.I.P. my nigga.
10 years ago, bitches that had me on that ringtone, I'm just saying. See the progression, you not playing. Hey, the pussy that closes his eyes and starts praying. Walking down, family separated, cause you was playing. True statement. Elevated, while you niggas hating. Stuck in the mud, ayy. Niggas so complacent. Just be your own boss, try to convince niggas. Now I'ma flex on every bitch, nigga. Walking out the bank like it's the gym, nigga. Hey, years I've been dropping gems, nigga.
This a classic. This a classic. Rich nigga. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the motherfucking McDuff show, y'all. I'm your host, CM McDuff, and you know we back again, and this is a real special one, y'all. So, hey, I just want to introduce the homies I got with me today. I know it's probably some familiar faces to some of my good peoples watching right now. You feel me? Go ahead and introduce yourselves, y'all.
What's up, everybody? I'm Pat Stacks. You know me. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Me and CM been day one since day one for real.
Day one for real.
Deserski, you know, G Herbo, aka you feel me? Not G Herbo. I'm just funny though. But Gabe though, you know the business.
Hey y'all, what's up, fellas? You know, like this is a real special one because we finna get down to the real truth. We finna really touch a little bit of everything. This is what I've been waiting for. You feel me? This is different than any other show because these are the people like Pat Stacks right here, Pat B right here has been managing me since this year. At the top of this year, Gabe's been rocking with me since day one, since I was writing my first verses. So we got a lot to talk about. You feel me? We definitely finna get into some good conversation. But first, what I need everybody to do is click the subscribe button and subscribe to the CM McDuff YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. You feel me? At CM McDuff. New merch available. Make sure you guys get your merch because once it's gone, it's gone. You feel me? So make sure you guys stay in tune with everything going on with No Pressure Records and the McDuff Show. So go ahead and subscribe. And we finna get into it, y'all. What's happening, everybody? What's the deal, man? I know you've been around the world lately, so what brings you back to home base?
Bruh, it's been a minute since I've been back out here in Valley, but honestly, I just came to fuck with y'all. You feel me? I ain't been out here in a minute.
Oh, man, how's it?
Podcast.
Where you been at?
Shit, I've been in LA, been in Atlanta, been in New York, Dallas. Literally, I've been all
You've been everywhere. Every time I see your Instagram story, nigga.
Yeah. But it feels good to be back home. Honestly, I was coming down LaSalle, and I seen them building new apartments right there on Cactus. I'm like, what the fuck?
Them motherfuckers almost done too. They started like a week and a half ago.
Bro, I be seeing all the warehouses that they put up and stuff.
The mobile's changing.
It's changing quickly.
We seen it from the bottom up. So now it's like you've been gone for real
out here.
For real. Like the houses, all these. When I was running through where this house is right now, running through these fields. Like you feel me? So that's just
coyotes crazy. In this bitch.
What you been up to, Gabe?
Shit, man. Niggas just working, bro. Like, I mean, niggas just trying to
make it happen.
Yeah, I saw living, bro. Like, there ain't much to it, really. Just living, trying to make it.
On me, and you know what's crazy? What's dope about like Gabe has been like my big bro. Like so, back in the day, he's the nigga that's been kind of like steering me in the right direction. And so both of these guys have, you feel me? But from the jump way back in the day, from my first verses, like we were sitting in a car turned up and just like we would have to drive the upland and shit. We would write that verse, you would help me write. So it's like we go way back, you know what I'm saying? But like first, I just kind of want to like start with like the history of like kind of like how we came to be, you know what I'm saying? Like Pat, like we started this back in freshman year? Eighth grade?
Ninth grade probably.
In your pop studio?
Yep. Shout out my dad.
Yeah, shout out Pop. Hey, he always give me some. Yeah, shout out Devin there, man. He always gives me some real words. So if you watching this, much love. Shout out Pop.
Shit, though.
On me. On me. There's so much stuff. I don't want to get into that yet because we could go on for that. But yeah, he give real game. But so yeah, we used to be freestyling in his garage, but the studio it was
fly,
bro. That shit used to be crazy, and he'll just let us be in there.
Bro, the neighbors used to hate on that studio so much. It was this one neighbor, I ain't gonna say his name, but he used to call the police all the time. He lived like 5 houses down, calling for noise complaints. Like, nigga, you live 5 houses down. Like,
oh, me, we used to be going up in that bitch though. Me, you, Sydney, back in the day, freestyling. That was dope. So that's kind of like where it started, right?
Yeah, I would say so. And at Vista, just freestyling at Vista.
Oh, yeah.
After school or...
At the palm trees.
Palm trees, yeah.
You know? And like, so, starting off, like, but, like, how'd you get into, like, music? Like what started your journey? Because you've always kind of, like, been around us in the studio since day one, since way back then, and you did music, then you kind of would fall out of it, and then be in this bag over here, and then you DJing over here, and then you in the studio this week. What made you like just go full fledged with everything? Because like I've been trying to keep up with you. You've always been in your bag doing something. You feel me?
Honestly, I just come from a family of musicians. Like my grandparents, they used to sing with Earth, Wind, and Fire, and my dad and my uncle, like, yeah, for real.
That's crazy.
And my dad and my uncle, they've been doing music my whole life with everybody, and then I got cousins that do it. So I've been seeing that my whole life. So
we got shout out Benny too.
Oh, shout out Benny, yeah,
for sure. Shout out Benny. He shows love when we touch down there. What is it? Thunder Studios?
Sons of Thunder.
Sons of Thunder Studios, man. He be showing us love. That shit fly for sure.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
But yeah, like they really like the OGs. I see them do everything. Mm-hmm. So I didn't really know what I wanted to do because they play instruments, and I would try, and I would just get tired of playing the same. I can't do the same thing for a long time. Mm-hmm. So, and it wasn't making me no money. So one day he asked me to DJ his wedding. I've never DJed before, so I DJed the wedding reception. It was a vibe, man. I seen Kwane, shout out Q Slash.
Shout out Q Slash.
I used to go to his gigs with him. He was showing me how to do it, so I'm like, man.
I remember when this nigga Kwane barely started DJing when he first got his set on me.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna cap. Think it was trash? Not trash. I'm not gonna say trash. I'm not gonna say trash. But you know, like it's because he was barely starting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was like the process.
Like the nigga got better so good, like so fast. You feel me? Like he was doing, like it was crazy. I'm like, damn, this nigga really. And he was already had a ear for music already anyway. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So it was low key kind of easy for this nigga.
At all the parties back in the day when he was DJ, the kickback.
Bro, I swear, like
you see him get better.
When he first got his set, I'm like. It's like anything, you feel me? When you start off with something, you start off with skating, you start off with basketball, you start off with anything, you're not gonna be the best. You're not gonna be, you feel me, that good. But like that nigga got better like real fast over time. You feel me? Like it was dope to me. I'm like, damn, I seen
the process,
your progress. You feel me? Like
shout out Q Slaps, man.
Shout out Q Slaps.
I haven't seen him in a minute. I hope you're still doing your thing, bro. Love.
What I like about Q Slaps though, like he was getting booked, like, and I was like, damn, nigga, you stay getting paid, like you doing these events. I see you getting some money, and he showed me like how to do that. And I was like, okay, for sure. And then I started DJing, doing my own shit. And this nigga CM was like, okay, I see you getting booked to do your shit. Like, let's get some shows, like, manage me. And I was like, I could kind of see a lane, like,
bro, like this nigga was already like traveling. You already know you were already in the South, North Carolina, Atlanta. You was already doing your thing. So when you would come back and you would see like, oh, this nigga seeing been out here putting in work still, and it was like, I was like, Pac, help me, nigga. Like, you the nigga. I don't know who else. Like, who the fuck else? You tapped in. You everywhere. You know everybody. And it's just like, ever since I really, and I was thinking about it for months. Like, I'm gonna ask this nigga like to like manage me or like help me. Like, I need help. I can't do everything. And this nigga was like, yeah, bro. Like, what? Like, for sure. It wasn't even a thing. Like, we were already kind of building together as it was. You feel me? And since you started doing it, back in like, let's say at the end of last year, we'll say you started managing me like December, January, instantly we go to Atlanta and we tap in with Cash Talk.
It's his birthday today.
Oh, shout out Cash Talk.
That was crazy. Happy birthday, Cash Talk.
Yeah, bro, that's the big homie, man, for sure. And you know, they showed us some real Southern hospitality. My first time being down there, like we took and this is like 2 months into him managing me. Like I've never traveled. It was my first time being on a plane in like 15 years. You feel me? Yeah. And I'm on the plane, and like you feel me. And we get down there, we in the studio. Shout out B Jordan. Man, shout out B Jordan, bro. We got a record that's not even out yet.
The studio, right?
We got that's when we first. When we touched down in Atlanta, we tap in with B Jordan.
He be engineering. That nigga something else, boy. That shit fire. That's what my nigga. That shit fire.
Shout out my nigga B Jordan, man. Like we got
shout out all my Atlanta niggas. Man.
Yeah, bro. Atlanta. And you know what's crazy? Like this nigga came before we were going out there. He was like, you gotta get on some Atlanta type music, bro. Like peep the culture. You feel me? And like his playlist was there was no fucking hey, shout out, hold on. What's up, fool? What's the dilly? The homie just walked in. What's up, fool?
What's the dilly?
Hey, nah, so we touched down in Atlanta. But before that, I'm looking at he's playing music for me. It's like Doug, Future. It's a handful of niggas like and shit that I was never listening to. I'm so caught up with just West Coast music. That's all I listen to. That I'm like I didn't get it. And then being in Atlanta and being inside the strip club, I'm like, oh shit.
It makes sense.
It's like
different.
It's different. Yeah. Like the sounds, like and the people how you throwing money and like we in there with Cash Talk. Cash Talk the nigga. You feel me out there? And he bubbling. He's on his way up. So it's like
shout out Heavy too.
Shout out Heavy, yeah, for sure. Like that shit was a different experience, bro. That completely changed my ear for music. That first trip to Atlanta back in March, that was dope, bro. And this nigga Pat B pulled that off, bro. We got the car rented, we got the Airbnb, shot videos, shout out Fly Society,
Streets too.
Yeah, shout out Streets, why nigga Streets, you know?
And Streets came out here a couple times though.
Yeah, and we shot more.
Shout out to like
that was dope, man. And so that was the first trip to Atlanta though. That was the first trip, and we went back. We actually drove cross country to Atlanta.
I remember you hit me like you was like me and this nigga Pat. We got the U-Haul, Woo and Fingers. I'm like. Y'all niggas on a mission already know how far that is.
Bro, that was a tough trip.
That was hard. That was hard. Because you think about it, the moving truck don't go past 80. 79 and a half. It's not touching 80, bro.
I had to fill up the truck the day before. I had to pack a whole house up, put it on the truck, then drive it to fucking Atlanta.
In one motion though. Yeah. Like it wasn't like I would pack up for this week.
And from Inglewood, right?
From Inglewood.
Yeah, mission for sure.
Yeah. This nigga
mission because that's not that it really matters that much, but that's an extra hour on top of. Like we stay out here, but you're going straight down to 10 no matter what. Yeah. Like either way, but that's an extra hour from Inglewood. From here, like, not that it makes that big of a difference when you're going for 2 or 3 days. But like,
bro, we left what? Tuesday?
We left on Tuesday. Yeah.
Tuesday afternoon at 2:00. We got there like
Friday.
Like Friday, early Friday morning.
As soon as we got there, bro, we hit the ground rolling like.
Bro, it was nonstop though. Like it was. boom, we in Atlanta. What can we do?
First, I love the truck. We went to Kiki's birthday party.
Yo, that shit was lit. That shit was, bro. That was like the second trip to Atlanta was actually like where I got the Atlanta culture, like the functions outside. It's like everybody just outside, bro. You know what I'm saying? That vibe. And so being out there, I was like, I'm gonna bring this. I was telling Pat, I'm gonna bring all this energy back to Mobile. I'm like the homies, like not a lot of us travel. I feel like we should definitely travel more, and you know what, the music I brought back, like it's been all these singles that I've released this year, most of them were recorded in Atlanta, and you know I've had like different reviews on it. Some people tell me like I don't like that Atlanta sound you did. I was like, that's dope that you could distinct the two. That's solid. Like, well, as long as you got an opinion about it, that's cool. Like,
it's a lot of niggas that don't like Atlanta songs. It's a lot of niggas that don't like that Florida vibe. It's a lot of niggas that don't like West Coast vibe. It's a lot of niggas that don't like New York vibe. But music gon' sell everywhere.
Exactly.
No
so it's something
so it don't matter. You feel me? Yeah.
And you know what?
It's like, all right, it's some random shit. But you know, niggas used to sell bikes. Ooh, man. The niggas we used to buy bikes from, Gary, he's a millionaire. The nigga told us, because we used to buy all their good bikes. The nigga told us there's an ass for every seat. There's an ear for every fucking song. Just like that. You feel me? It's the same concept.
You can't please everybody.
You feel me? Yeah. Like it don't matter.
Because I've had niggas on the opposite side like, bro, this is the best shit you ever made. And I'm like, damn, I was experimenting, but like, fuck it. Like, that shit was fun. And like, Pat B was in there with B Jordan every time we was in the studio, and it was just like, go for it, nigga. Go. And the songs I go for more, y'all niggas be pushing me to like do that shit. It's different because we've been waiting to hear it. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope, man. I appreciate you getting us out to Atlanta, bro.
That's a solid push. Like, you feel me? Like, it's just more, you know, not clout, but like more looks for
establish somewhere else.
Like. And that's always better, no matter where you go. You go to buttfuck Oklahoma, and it's cool. It's cool.
Wherever the music,
A1.
Wherever you can touch people, wherever the music hit home. You feel me? Like, that's all it's about. And you know, being from Mobile, like I feel like just our sound and how I envision the world, and just being from this city has a lot to do with like how I sound. Like, what is some like musical influence from you from growing up? Like, cause you always have you in the studio watching me cause of you on the couch like hey Sam, I think you should whoop the whoop. But it's like I need to hear. I kind of every time we had Taji, shout out Taji, like I'll go in there and try to sing some shit on auto tune, and then I'll peek my head out and I'll see niggas reaction like solid. You feel me? But like, what's something like some influences you've had growing up? You know what I'm saying? Like,
some influences I had growing up, like outside of my family. Jay-Z.
I did.
Hey, I've been the biggest Jay-Z fan since before it was cool. Niggas used to really try to clown me for being on Jay-Z.
I was one of those. Yeah. I be like, oh, stop it. Nah, I respect Jay-Z though. Yeah. But
probably Jay-Z, Nip.
For sure, R.I.P.
But that was more like as my adult years, like young, early teenage years. But like growing up, I had to say Wayne for sure. Yeah, that's probably my top.
Probably Wayne, yeah, for sure. What about you, Gabe?
Tupac.
Pac, you used to be on Pac. Kevin used to be showing me Tupac legs. You too.
Pac hard. Look, honestly, I didn't get into like, I didn't really start listening to bars, like really listening to music, till probably like 8th grade. You feel me? But like, Pac, definitely one of them.
Blasphemy.
Just cause like even before that, but like just cause my uncle, that nigga drunk, that nigga only listens to Pac. But like I remember it was a time I told my uncle, like back, this when 50 Cent had Get Rich or Die Trying come out, when 50 was popping basically. I told Cuz, like, I'm like, bro, 50's better than Tupac.
Oh, yeah.
That nigga wanted to knock me out for it. Like, he wanted to knock me out for that
50
shit.
hard though, bro.
No, back then though, like that's how I felt. Like I told him like 50's better than Pop, bro. Like you tripping. This was nigga when Get Rich or Die Trying came out. I remember. But like far as that, like I didn't really listen to music until like 8th grade. Like it's kind of weird. Like I didn't really get into music and bars. Like listening to bars, listening to, you feel me? Like
actual,
really
like taking in the music for what it really is.
Really listening to it until 8th grade, bro.
That's about the same time for me too.
Yeah, and to me, I feel like I was kind of late on music. I feel like a lot of people, they already was into music and shit like that before that, you know. But really, at the end of that, it was probably like Pop, 50, Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne for sure.
Those
you the one who showed me the real Nip. Like I was on it, but like, so like the Bullets Ain't Got No Names Volume 1, like the actual like
that was like
joints on
that was
there.
like my and to keep it 100, we can go back to my nigga Q Slaps, cause like that nigga, he low key put me on Nip. I ain't even on cap. Like that nigga's the one who put me on Nip. He showed me a bunch of shit. I was like, cause this one could have to the white expedition.
Then we go with the brick mobile.
The brick mobile, like on me, like in. I ain't even gonna cap, like no cap. That nigga really, he put me on that, and Keon too. Pipe 2.
Shout out to the niggas.
Shout out my nigga Pipe. Like that nigga Keon put me on Nip too. Like he was saying that like, bro, Nip the hardest. Like I'm like, bro, Nip's not that hard. Bro, stop it. Like, man. Yeah. But I really started listening to him more and shit, and I was like,
that's all we were listening to for years.
Cause the hardest nigga, I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
We went to the store together, me, you, and Sid.
What store?
To the Marathon clothing store.
Oh yeah, on me. Niggas put, bro, look. Oh man, that's a whole nother story. Yeah. All right, so we pulled up. You feel me? Sid, what he had like a little business proposal on some Shark Tank type shit that he wanted to give to Nip, but Nip wasn't at the store. Yeah. It was only Nip's brother,
Black Sam.
Sam was at the store, so he gave it to Black Sam. But before all that, like as soon as we pulled up, feel me? We pulled up in the parking lot. We was in the Benz too, huh?
No, we wasn't.
I think we was in this. We was in
we was in the Honda. I don't know. We was in something.
Nah, I think we was in Sid's. Like it was his dad or his mom's Benz on me.
It may have been.
And we pulled up. I think as soon as we pulled up, it was like 3 niggas like pressed us. Like
somebody hopped out the car,
bro. Like
6 over.
We
just trying to go outside.
Pressed us. We like we on bang, like nigga, we finna give Nip some. We trying to give Nip some business shit. Like you feel me? Like we not on that. But it was cool. Like you feel me? We went in the store. But yeah, it was me, Pat, and Sid. I mean,
shout out to Sid.
And Sid had a whole little blueprint. Like it was on some Shark Tank type. Like it was a cool little blueprint though. Like I don't even know if Nip really ever. Looked at it or got it.
That's worth the
but
shot.
I know Black Sam looked at it for sure. Like we walked in the store, boom, man. That nigga, Sid know how to talk. You feel me on some business shit. Sydney talked to Black Sam. He like, yeah, like it's for Nipsey. But I'm pretty sure, Black Sam looked over it too. Like, but he looked at it like, I don't know, like.
He actually went through it.
Like he went through it for a quick little second, like boom, boom, and it was like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna shoot it to him, and it was cool. That shit was cool to me, like.
Just the fact that show love back, like it's like that. But you look what they stand for outside, not being from the city. You hear what Nip and Black Sam and them stand for, like, and what they built. It's like it feels good for them to actually be like, oh yeah, for sure. Even though they might not take the fact that they just received it.
It felt genuine to me. You feel me?
Really?
And that's what matters to the audience. You know what I mean? Like when you give out music or when you whatever you do, as long as it feels genuine to people, that's what
makes
gonna
it
be received. You feel me? Like that's what makes it.
That's what builds the.
When we walked in there, Black Sam was in there playing chess by himself. That's how you know, like, it's a real nigga. So he was in there playing chess by himself. What
the fuck?
Yeah.
That's dope. Hey, so I got a couple questions for y'all. You feel me? If y'all got some questions for me, we could get into that too. But one thing I want to tell, like, so where we at right now as men in this world, right? What's something y'all would have told y'allself 10 years ago? If you could tell the younger you that what you learned this for. You know what I'm saying?
I'll go first. All right, 10 years ago.
What would you tell the younger Gabe 10 years ago? You see where we at right now?
Honestly, like real life shit. What I would tell myself 10 years ago is probably like, fuck these bitches. Get to your dough and get to your purpose in life. And just straight up, just get to your purpose in life. Whatever you want to do, just
you gotta find it. If you don't know it,
get to that purpose and get to your dough. And the bitches and all that shit. Whatever you want is gonna come after you get that shit. Period.
And you know what?
I feel like that's what's gonna happen.
I feel like niggas be so, because I've felt this too. Like you seeing this sometimes. You see the homies around you and like, damn, like nigga, like I want a new whip. I could probably go get it. I want a new chain. You don't want to have to compete for materials.
We've been to the clubs. We've been to bars. We've been to everywhere all the time, and it's like we tapping in with all these weird bitches and regular ass bitches and it don't mean shit. It doesn't mean shit. Like you just get to your dough and your purpose, and that shit is gonna fucking come no matter what.
All you doing
no matter what. Like no matter what. That's
and it's like come. You gotta put that energy out there.
If you're a real nigga,
it just doesn't matter.
It's gonna happen. If you're a weirdo, if you not moving like with intention, they'll probably never come.
You're wasting time and you don't have a purpose.
But if you like, people respect your grind, like
no matter what.
No matter what.
And nowadays it's like people only look at your status, not even, and it's not like, that's what I'm saying, people, because it's not just females or I'm not trying to say bitches. I'm just saying females. Period. They don't look at they look at your status.
Where you at?
You feel me? So where you go is gonna be your status. You feel me? And that's gonna set the boundary in the ground right then and there. Like you feel me? Like bitches ain't looking at niggas as that in the club, like just with their homies buying a beer. Like no, they're looking at the niggas that is buying 3, 4, 5 bottles. You feel me? Throwing dollars, like that's what they're looking at.
And I feel like
not that it like those bitches is just gonna flop.
They birds.
Those females gonna just flop. Yeah. But like that's gonna set your status and your boundary right then and there. You feel me? Like once you get your shit established, and that's what it comes back to when I said like 10 years ago. I wouldn't even be focused on none of this shit I was focused on 10 years ago. Like, I would not ever, no. I'll be focused on straight me, my shit. Nigga, fuck these hoes. Like, you gonna fuck bitches. You gonna do your shit. Like,
but the thing is, people get so caught up in it. Yeah, you can't get lost in it. You can't get lost in it. You gotta indulge a little bit. You gotta, and I only like to ask that question is just like, cause we all have a little bit of something we could change, wish we would have did, but it's just like the fact that you know now, you can start now. It's never late, so it's just like I think it's interesting hearing that. What about you, Pat?
I think 10 years ago, if I could tell myself anything, I told myself to invest my time, don't waste my time, and to invest like the little money that I did have back then into
something.
Not even just into like cryptos or nothing like that, but like into something that I actually wanted to do. Like imagine the money that you would have had 10 years ago when you was in high school, the money that you would have had in high school up until now, if you would have started investing into your music
back then.
Bro.
And knew like, I gotta get a job right now so I can pay for this. So the niggas was not thinking that. It was like, we about to go to the club on Friday.
Imagine if you was selling merch back then, like in high school.
It's $2 Tuesdays, Redlands.
And BI on Wednesdays.
Hey. I make you expose your ways. See through your poker face. I know I'm toxic, breaking your cycle. I know you feel the way. I've been on lockdown. I'm going outside today. I just fucked that bitch. I ain't know her name. Still the same nigga. Stuck in my foolish ways. Smoke her backwards to my face. I'm in my mind today. Let's run up a check. I'm in my bag today. I'm burning rubber, I just like the rip like I'm in a drag race. No face, no face, no cap. Just on the face, wipe it out, say stop. Tell my demons in the racks. Put my city on the map. Got my mind and my money, you can tell I've been obsessed. Like bitch, I've been working, I know I'm up next. Yes.
About me paying so much, and I've been big on it, and like me and Patrick have had this conversation 100 times. Like, it's just like I don't mind paying, but it's just like, damn, like no one else is charging. You're not charging. You're not getting this bread out of nobody else. But I'm getting ran up a big fee for coming to hang out. Like, we supposed to run it up together. You feel me? And then once we start getting shows, split that show money. You feel me? Once we start streaming right, we split that stream money, get the contracts right, get everything right. But when there's no money circulating, I'm just like, it's so hard for me to just go to the studio and record or work with the homie when I'm getting taxed every time. And it's like, damn, bro, like, here's my last 50. I could record like a song, and then you treat me, it's like, bro, and what I feel like I've always had something to offer to somebody else. Like, if we're working, it's supposed to be like it's supposed to be a team effort. We trying to make something happen.
We bringing something to the table so we all can eat.
Exactly.
Yeah. I feel like if people are doing that, I would pay the little fee, pay $50 for a beat, whatever. Run that beat all the way up, build your name up, build the brand up. Then they come back and they want to give you another beat. Oh yeah, you want to drop on this beat? It's my feature price. This is what I charge.
But this is coming from the side of doing business with somebody. See, I'm talking about more like me and you right now. Yeah. You make beats. You don't make any money off of beats. No one's really buying your beats. You might sell a beat for $35 to somebody a month. Like, you're not really doing nothing yet. Yeah. But I'm rapping with you because we hang out every single day. And we was finna hang out anyways.
They really charge.
Why are we getting taxed when we should be building together?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I felt like in me being CM, I've continued to, I'ma pay that. You feel me? I'ma run myself so dry for people. You feel me? Like
at the end of the day too, it's like if I made a beat for you and say the motherfucker blew up, like the song blew up. We both eat it.
We eat.
Unless you on some fraudulent shit.
But come on, we boys though.
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We doing
so
this together.
I'll get you, but like it's still a business for somebody that's not your boy.
Absolutely.
But technically,
you feel me?
For that beat, you don't have to.
If you pay for the beat, then that's different.
But my thing is like what I've contributed. Over the years, like from 1500 Days of Summer. Everybody Hates Chris, the McDuff Show, Still CM, 10 singles in between that, all this shit in between that. Like, I feel like I've built something to where, like, okay, if you work with me, like, you're going to see results. We're going to boost these streams up a little bit. Yeah. We can sell some merch, because you've seen that I have a lot to offer. And you know, maybe this is just a little salty, bitter side of CM coming out right now, but I'm fucking tired. I'm fucking tired of nigga. I just feel like I've been taken advantage of. Like, you feel me? Like, nobody, and speaking from the rapper point of view, like, we all know the engineer got to get paid, right? We know the producer got to get paid, right?
Yeah.
The nigga making the merch got to get paid, right? The videographer got to get paid, right? The graphic designer get paid, right? Why the rap nigga don't get paid?
Those are all production costs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No one want to pay the rap nigga. No one want to pay me my little $75 fee for my verse.
But
my
that's
$150
that's
for
what
the
it
verse.
costs when you indie.
But when you know what I'm saying, and it's just like I'm cool with
You
that. But
indie,
like,
that's what it is.
but without. You know, I'm just speaking from a rapper. Without the fucking rapper, that ain't shit. Like, you can have a million dope beats and a million dope beats, but without that special person that's gonna take this song with it's a 50-50 thing. You feel me?
Oh, tough.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm the nigga that's gonna really. I'm gonna put the bars. Give this beat to somebody else. Let's see what happens. You see what happened with me? It got 10,000 streams, nigga, and we sold merch. You feel me? And we booked shows. You feel me? And it's just like, cause I've put in all the work, and I'm just kind of like, I'm tired of that, and we're gonna switch the narrative on that. Like, I'm gonna make sure we get paid, everyone get paid, broken down right. I'm paying people to, I'm paying people to do everything, and I just got to a point where I'm like, fuck your beats, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go make my own beats, nigga. Fuck your podcast. You don't want to make me on your podcast and shit. Fuck your podcast. I'll do my own shit. Like I can't afford to pay $1,000 for a music video. You feel me? I'm a save up and not do 2 music videos and save that money and get my own fucking camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna, like, I'm done. Like, I figured we gonna do it ourselves, and we had these conversations, bro. You've seen me like frustrated, like dealing with people, wasting my time and my efforts, cause I go all in. I've helped build people's brands, and then after I build it, things like, I don't want you to be a part of it no more, cause now you thinking you can do it, but it wasn't off of what you did. It's off of what
muscle.
It was off my muscle.
Yeah.
You feel me? When Kobe, like, and I would say this, like, everybody has a position. Everybody has a role to make this team work. Kobe don't get a chip without Derek Fisher playing his position. You feel me? Kobe don't get a chip without Shaq playing.
He scored that point forward.
Everyone a superstar, nigga. Everybody has their time to shine. Like, and just the position I'm in, I'm the rapper. I'm the kind of the forefront. When you think of ASAP Mob, you think of ASAP Rocky, you think of TDE, you think of K-Dot, you think of, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just certain people, you think of the Lakers, you think of Kobe, like, and it's like, that's not dismissing nobody else. You feel me? I just feel like I've been in positions where people take my position. I'm just trying to lead. I got it. Like, yo, we here. And it's not because I got us here. It's because we did this. Yeah. But you feel me? It's just like I've needed people like yo to like keep. You've seen the ups and downs of like where we come to, but like since we started this, like think about some of the phases and some like I named the albums. Like every album I named, 1500 Days of Summer, that's a point in life where we could both like go back and be like, that's what we was doing. Remember you know what I'm saying? Like Everybody Hates Chris, that's a monumental part. Like what was like some of your guys? What was like your favorite album in time? Like out of the drops, like because you guys have been there from like the beginning. You feel me?
Honestly, like. I feel like 1500 Days of Summer. Honestly, because like it was so much involved with it. Like it was more than just like, or you know, like usually like you'll make some shit and you'll send it to me. And you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, this shit.
That's it.
But like, I feel like I was way more involved with the 1500 Days of Summer personally. But even beyond that, to me it was just like I felt like the energy behind it and everything just behind it was just like so much, and I felt like damn, like niggas still needed that. You feel me? That power, you feel me? That light, you feel me? Like how this shit is lighting up the room. Like we needed that light to keep it pushing. You know what I mean? Like that's how I feel about it. But I'm gonna say 1500 Days. I mean, like I'm gonna just say 1500.
Okay, for sure.
I got two. I'm gonna agree with Gabe on 1500 Days of Summer.
The listener parties were crazy for that. That was
I missed it,
bro. We did 3 back to back. We did Thursday at JoJo's house. Shout out my boy JoJo. We did Chino. We did George's house.
And we did it at Joe's.
And then we did Papa Joe's. JoJo. We did JoJo's Thursday, Papa Joe's Friday, and then Saturday at George's backyard. And all those shows was like fuck it, we gonna do an album release. Like,
I thought we did George's like twice.
We did. We went back.
We did George's like twice.
It was like, bro, those parties were fucking lit.
I missed the parties. I think I was out of town, but I just remember like when you were writing that shit, just pulling up to the house every single day, smoking like, and then seeing what came of it. It just like it's like a timestamp. Like I remember exactly where I was at, exactly what I was doing. Like it was just I mean, we were struggling back then, but it was a lit ass time. We had a great time.
It was not too many worries.
Not too many worries.
What was your other one?
But also, this new shit that you about to drop.
Yeah,
this has been crazy. Like
everything's been elevated.
Yeah, and like,
put it like that.
And I remember I was talking to you. I was talking to both of y'all, and it was a while ago, but I remember like everything with this project in 1500 Days. There was a lot of like controversy before everything dropped. Like I remember when 1500 Days of Summer happened. That was your first like real like solo project.
That was my first. That was after Native Keys.
Yeah. After Native Keys, after Coherent Culture, it was like
that was the first time I was like, bro, niggas, and that was the time like I was like, fuck niggas. Yeah. They don't want me to come to their studio session. They don't want me involved. I'm gonna go do them out, bro. I'm gonna do this with or without anybody.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's what I felt like that was a chip on my shoulder.
Tomorrow or it's sunny tomorrow.
It's finna get done.
Doing it.
And I feel like, and I was coming off of that was coming off of like so much like negative energy, and like I remember pulling up and playing Say No Minds. For again, like Noah pulled up, you Noah, like who?
I still got videos of like
I
when we was at the rooftop. This nigga, we had Darren's mom's I8. You know, we had the I8 popping.
Yeah, and that's when the I8 first came out.
And we was at the rooftop in downtown, and fucking this nigga Juice had his Beamer.
Yeah.
And me and Derek was in the car. We was in the car behind y'all, and we was recording y'all. And
filming a video.
You know, this nigga Derek always talking shit. This nigga was dying. He called this nigga Juice like a lemur. He's like, nigga's a lemur. Like, he was just dying. That shit was funny as fuck though. Like.
Man,
that shit was good times though.
That was
the Say No Minds.
That was the Say No Minds video shoot, bro. That was like it. That was like about, you know, for me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like my favorite time in music up to now, right now, has probably been during COVID when I did the McDuff show. Like, cause that like coming off of Everybody Hates Chris and a lot of shows 2019, like me and Martian, we sold out that Riverside show. I don't know if did you make it? You the one who DJ for me? Yeah, you saved the day because we didn't know. I didn't know how to do that, but you DJ for me and you pulled up and we coming off a sold out show in downtown Riverside and like 350 capacity. The people were still lining out the door. So like me and Martian did that like off the pure muscle. And you know, so I'm riding that high, and then COVID happens, and it's like, damn, I got an album. Fuck, like I was literally feeling like, oh, this is where like I blow up, like you feel me. And COVID happens, and you know, I had to make the best of that situation, and so that's when I'm literally just tapped in with Martian. I'm tapped in with a few producers, and we put it out, and this is my most streamed project up to date. I have like my top 3 songs or ever off that album, like that whole energy, that merch. Like I was able to like create merch. Shout out Discreet on the merch. Like we made it happen, and like we went crazy on the merch. And then the video, shout out Levi, we did the Still Seeing. Oh, that was right. That was around that same time. Oh man, we put out during COVID. During COVID, we put out like 10 music videos. Yeah. That was crazy. Yeah. Shout out Levi Holloway, bro. Like we went fucking
honestly,
crazy.
I feel like you should have just kept going with that. Like
that shit is hard to. That's like, really
like fuck it, nigga. Drop.
We were building so much momentum around that time.
Like fuck what these people saying. Fuck what everybody's saying, nigga. I'm dropping and you seeing what the fuck going on. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, like that's what I think you should have.
And you know what?
You should have kept your foot on that pedal. You know what I mean? Like,
and I think you know what, bro? I think a lot of outside things. Like you've been with me, like I feel like I just wasted a lot of time trying to like bring everybody with me.
Yeah. And
like incorporate everybody. And my girl tell me like, why are you even incorporating this person? You're paying this person for what? You're literally paying your friends to come support
like
you.
It's like paying a nigga right now to do your podcast.
Like, there's literally like, I'm paying like, hey bro, can you come be on my podcast? I'll give you a bill. Like, bro, you can't just come like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
knock it off, buddy.
Once I cut a lot of that shit out and just did it myself, like, now it's like, the sideline is popping over there, huh? Game time, nigga. I'm in the game, nigga. Yeah. I'm playing, bro. Like,
Madden, bitch.
You feel me? Like, nigga, you could enjoy this chapter. Not every chapter in my book got everybody in it. You feel me? And so this chapter is about doing what I've said I was gonna do for years, bro. And I just finally had the chance to do it. It's seen the ups and downs, bro. Like, niggas
deleted a whole fucking album.
Niggas deleted my whole album.
That's a whole different conversation, but niggas is hate.
Fuck that. Niggas deleted my whole shit. I paid for the whole,
I just caught on right now.
You feel me? Niggas deleted, and shout out to everybody who purchased Everybody Hates Chris and who purchased merch. And shout out Ray, cause he did that artwork. Like, I put so much into that, and I paid for every fucking verse. I paid for everything to do with that album. I fulfill my side of business, and this is why I tell people, I'm paying people that practice business. I'm like, you guys don't know what fucking business is.
And this is why you want to do your business how you're doing your business.
When I upload my shit, I upload it under my shit. No one has control of my shit. Why do
That's the whole reason why, though.
Why does somebody have control over the art I make?
Like, so if somebody asked you, for example, like, why do you want to start the podcast?
I would say that there's a lot that I don't say in every song. Like, there's much more. Like, there's, you know what I'm saying? This is the BTS to the music. Yeah. Like, so you might hear I might drop a new song, and you might, what the fuck is he saying on there? I might talk about that on here. So if you're not up to date, you might miss it. Or I might be giving you clues or gems to shit. You might hear a story we talk about today, and then hear it in a song, like, oh, what Gabe was saying, oh, that makes sense. And you feel me? And it's like, I've always practiced business etiquette. If you give me a service, I pay you. Mm-hmm. That's how it is. And like, even though on my side, like, I could give niggas thousands of fire ass verses, and like, you know, it comes with dropping with me, and I don't get nothing out of it. You know, it's cool.
It's called UCC. It's Uniform Commercial Code. And that's the business of all the world. That's how China does business with America. That's how Switzerland does business with Canada. That's how China does business with China. Mm-hmm. China does business with Canada. That is called Uniform Commercial Code. It's UCC, and it's just a business code. Like, if I give you this, you give me this.
That's it.
And it's simple.
Simple as that. That's it.
So that's when it comes down to etiquette, and it's called UCC. It's Uniform Commercial Code.
When somebody doesn't uphold their side, I feel like it's like you fucking with me now. You sabotaging a piece. Like, you took away you took away a year from my catalog. I lost everything from that. You feel me? I lost, you feel me? Those thousands of streams I got on there, that's wiped off. No one can find those songs. Those features we did, that whole moment of time is now gone.
And that's the highlight of his career, that he just fucked off like that.
And you know, and it is what it is, you feel me? Like, I'm not the type of person to like sabotage no type of art. That's where you feel me? Like, I'm not going to just on a personal, because you personally Cause you personally, man, this is not personal. I fell out with producers over like, oh, my music is personal to me. It's personal to fucking everybody, but this is business, nigga. This is business, and now I'm learning like nigga can get stomped on if I gotta get to where I gotta get to and feel my way. If you wanna be in your feeling, it's not now personal, nigga. But you got everything out of it.
The thing about it, like the thing you could take from it is one, like you said, it's business. Two, you could take it personal, or you could take it as a business growth.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Right. Like you could take growth from it. You know, personally. You know, ego wise, pride wise, you can take it, and that's not gonna get you nowhere. But if you take it business wise,
understand?
Oh, okay, for sure.
I know
for sure. Now I know what the fuck I need to do because niggas is on bullshit or this and that. Like,
what you
feel
think,
me?
Pat?
I don't know. So it just brings me to a question. You know, one of the something that we thought about earlier. And I just want to ask, like, so what's your biggest failure, and what have you learned from it? Like, what growth have you actually seen for yourself?
I don't know if it's my biggest or but one thing I just fucking really regret that I feel like I wasted a lot of time on and efforts into something that I could have did for myself was like helping build. Like, I never pursued my own dream. I'm pursuing my dream, but I never did it my way. I was always super conscious of how everybody else wants to do it, and it's kind of like, nah, I want to do it like this. I never had the freedom to do it, and I helped build another label, another brand, and spent a year on it. It's merch in another brand's name. All the time wasted in another brand's name. I literally took my name off of everything. Took my name off my merch, everything. Like, that put me so far. That put me a year behind of what I should have been doing. And I think that's just like. And after people were telling me, my closest, shout out Martian. Martian told me this, was like, bro, don't do nothing that's not CM. The people want to hear CM. Like, we're done hearing niggas take up spaces on your verses, on your songs. Like, you feel me? We're done hearing you. We want to hear CM. You feel me? And so I jumped into something I knew I shouldn't have, but for the homie's sake of being a good friend, I did that and just got fucked at the end of it and lost everything, wasted my fucking time and all the money and effort I put into this shit. But I learned that, you know, I can't be so quick to just trust people, and like sometimes you gotta just be it's not what I want to do. That's okay. That's okay.
It's only a loss or a negative if you look at it that way. Mm-hmm. But if you just take it as an experience, because
I learned
if you're trying to get into this rap shit and this industry and this business, you know, at the end of the day, it's all fucking business, period. At the end of the fucking day, no matter what the fuck producers, no matter what niggas is telling you, it's all fucking business, period. You feel me? So at the end of the day, it's like it's just a business. You feel me? Like, oh, okay, like, damn. For sure, Ari, I'm not doing that shit like that no more.
And you know what?
And that's better to me.
To learn that thing.
It's better to learn it like that than, you know, like,
to get years down the line.
Nigga, it's fucking 10 people in here that could tell you the same shit. Like, don't do it like this. But because you went through it like that, now that's why you're doing the podcast. That's why you're doing it your way. That's why you made No Pressure Records. That's why you're doing it on your own, because you understand the shit now, and it's like, fuck that shit.
And I think by you saying failure, I don't take it as a failure, but I feel like I've done this cycle with producers and people I've just tried to work with and put on, and it just took away from what I really wanted to do this whole time. You feel me? And I let other people do it, and now it's just my turn.
Other people's needs in front of yours.
Exactly, and it stopped becoming fun. I didn't want to do music, and I'm tired of people telling me when I can record and when I can't record. Like, fuck that. And now it's like, I'll do it myself, bro. and I'm cool with that. And I learned that like if I'm fast. I like to get shit done. And once I'm tapped in, we not stopping until it's done. And I start editing a video, nigga, I'm editing till 4 a.m. I gotta get it uploaded because tomorrow I'm not gonna want to do it in the morning. Sure. So I'm gonna just thug it out, and I take that with me with everything I do. So I want to look at it as a failure, but definitely a learning experience. And now I'm taking everything I've learned, even though, you know, I feel like it might have wasted some time, but I've taken this with me. And it's got me to where I'm at now, and I feel like I'm in a good place. You feel me? I feel like it's only up from here, realistically.
Yeah. And
you
you're
know what
still
I'm
gonna learn from here, no matter what. Like life is, to me, life is school. You know, like life is like school, bro. Like you going, like life is really school. Like you're learning throughout school, but you just never graduate. You feel me? Like you're just gonna continue to keep learning.
Bro.
Like,
it's just another lesson.
You just
more
gonna continue to keep learning. Like it's school, bro. Like,
and it's like, and you know, like I'll never use this platform to ever talk down about nobody. That's definitely not what I'm here to do. But I will speak the truth, and you know what I'm saying. So it's like this is just the small struggles that people don't get to see, and then it's like people around me seeing how frustrated I've been with this shit. And I'm just kind of like just venting, getting off my chest now that like, see, I'm here for good, nigga. Like, and this, I got niggas don't want to give me a platform. Guess what?
Make it.
Yep, niggas don't want to give me no recording time. You feel me? Want to overtake? I'll do it myself, nigga. I do it myself, and like, fuck it, bro. It's only up from you. But like, I seen you kind of had a question. Did you?
Oh yeah,
I heard the pee real quick though.
Oh yeah, let's take a little smoke break. We'll be back.
I see niggas changing jerseys, I see niggas switching teams, I see hoes fuck some nigga and bring money back to me.